So a couple weeks ago, I released this video, and I had some very helpful viewers point out that if I were to start this challenge on the river farm, I would start with a fish smoker. So we're gonna scrap this playthrough and begin again. The same rules apply as last time. I am attempting to buy my way to perfection using nothing but fishing and selling fish adjacent goods. The full list of rules will be in the description and you can check it out there. We begin with exactly $500, which is just enough to buy the wood we need for a chest. After getting my fishing rod from Willie, I head to the mountains to fish there. I found this really handy spreadsheet that says where is the most profitable to fish for each season, and I'll link that in the description below as well. We made it to fishing level 2 from our first day of fishing. Because day 3 is a rain day, we decided to fish in the river, hoping to catch some catfish. After our second day of fishing, we've made it to fishing level 4. And at this point, we've made enough money to purchase the first bag upgrade. In a chest, we managed to snag some iridium ore. Oh, guys! That's huge! No jokes. No jokes. We then fished until we reached fishing level 5, where we took the angler perk, which makes fish sell for 25% more. Oh yay! We got our cat! So I did debate oh, maybe I should go for the dog because it can bring you hardwood. But in my heart, I just feel like a cat goes so much better with a fishing playthrough. So yes, the dog is pragmatically a better idea, but I can buy a dog later and it'll be okay. I also definitely need some advice about the sewers and how we want to handle that. Because I can open geodes from fishing and stuff. That's not a problem. But then donating it to the museum does move us towards perfection, I think. But maybe I can cap it at 60 or something like that. Because I do need to get into the sewers to catch some mutant bugs and stuff. And by mutant bugs, I definitely mean the mutant carp and the slime jack. Yes, we got Jewels of the Sea. We have to read this one, but if we get another one, then we can sell it to the bookseller for cave jelly at some point. Also, now we have a chance to get roe in our chests. I'm gonna go into town and just double check when the bookseller is coming. Oh my goodness, what? I had it at spring 13. Well, it's a good thing I paid attention. We are gonna take our fish because we might need to sell them to Willie. He has a book of stars. Okay, book of stars for sure. I think I go mining monthly. Still very happy with book of stars and the mining book. Very, very happy. Alright, level 1 farming, level 1 foraging, level 1 mining, level 1 combat, level 2 mining, woohoo! We then fished, and fished, and fished, and reached fishing level 9, and fished some more. We found a copper bar at the traveling merchant and purchased that. Our inventory space back home is getting a little tight, so we bought the wood for a second chest. I think the inside of this cabin is my favorite. I like this little map thing going on here. I really like this little boat. The anchor, the vibes of the forest cabin. This is not the forest cabin. The vibes of the river cabin, they're gelling with me. Woohoo! Angler, fish worth 50% more. We fished up a second Jewels of the Sea, which will be really handy for getting cave jelly later. Because we reached level 10 fishing, we sold all of our goods and made just over $35,000. Woohoo! We purchased some seafoam pudding and a dish of the sea from the traveling merchant, with hopes that we'll get a rain day and be able to catch the legend before the end of the season. The second time the bookseller came to town, we were able to purchase a miner's monthly and 2 woodcutters weekly. They had a bait and bobber, but we didn't bother with that. We also went to Willie and purchased the iridium rod, and then we popped up to Joja to buy the Joja membership. The next day we were able to purchase the mine carts from the Joja community development projects, and then we went and spent $10,000 on our next bag upgrade. Somewhere along the way, we were able to find one single piece of hardwood at the traveling cart. I bought the wood from Robin to be able to fix the bridge on the beach, which is 300 wood. I'll need access to this area next season so that I can catch the crimson fish. And that leaves me with another question for you guys. Should I be able to pick up beach forageable? So the reason no would be because each time I pick it up it gives me 7 foraging experience, and so that's giving me experience in something that's not fishing that I'm not buying. The reason yes is because, it is fish adjacent, so it's still using fish to gain that experience. So I just want to know your guys' thoughts before I start just picking stuff up off the beach. So if you could weigh in on that, that would be very helpful. The reason I would like to, in all honesty, is so that I can make the fish smoker, because that takes coral and whatever that purple thing is, sea urchin. But if it's against the spirit of the challenge, then obviously, like, we don't want to do that, and I'll just have to find those things some other way. I feel like this spring went so much better than last spring. Like, I made twice as much money. I have both backpack upgrades. I've upgraded the mines and bought the Joja membership. I made it to level 1 in every skill, level 2 in both mining and foraging. So I just feel like the one where I started on the ocean farm was a really good, like, dip your toes in the water, weed out some of the issues, hear some really good feedback. And then this one is actually, like, going well. And I'm sure I've made a few mistakes along the way, but that's okay. I could just buy a sea urchin. Because just in case, if we feel like we can't pick up the forageable, I'd like to have the sea urchin. I do also, before it gets dark, just want to say a huge thank you to all of you who have stuck around this long, for those of you who have given me advice, and for the ones who just want to hang out and play. I'm greatly enjoying this, and fishing is actually a part of Stardew Valley that I really enjoy. I know it's not everybody's favorite, but I just kind of fell in love with it the first time that I was playing, and here we go. As always, if you have any advice, I would love to hear it. I probably will not be restarting again. I just felt like since we'd only done one season, it was probably worth it. But I can also implement things in the future. Oh my goodness, I just got an iridium band! What? That's awesome. Definitely gonna wear that. I was just talking about how I wanted a glow ring. That's even better. I also feel like I've had kind of a bit of insane luck. Like, I fished up 2 iridium ore before I'd gotten any other kind of ore. I just fished up an iridium band. The books have been just an amazing selection. The unlucky thing is no later rain day. It would have been really nice to have a rain day after I hit level 10. Look at that! More iridium ore! Man, today is a good day. And I'm gonna need 5 iridium bars in order to upgrade the boat, as well as battery packs and hardwood. So that's going to be a definite challenge. I can go to the Desert Festival year 2 once I've upgraded the bus. And at the Desert Festival, if Leah is running the booth, she'll sell me 100 hardwood. I can use 10 of that hardwood to give to a woodskit fish pond, and then after they grow up a little bit, they will have the potential to give me more hardwood in the future. Obviously, I can fish up iridium ore, and I know that the traveling cart sells batteries. So it's just going to take some time and effort to gather those resources together. And of course, if you guys have any suggestions of where I could get those resources other ways, that would be helpful. If you want to check out my other video, I do a bit better of an explanation of like the challenge rules and the money breakdown, but obviously like the content in that is not progressing towards the end goal. So this is kind of the start, I guess. So our total earnings for the season were 132,797, which is definitely way more than my last one. That means we are at about 0.3% of the way to the money that we need in total, or the guesstimated money that we need in total. So if we were to earn exactly the same amount every single month, it'd take us 330 months or another 82 years. I'm hoping that we can really ramp that earnings up even more in the coming months. And thank you so much for joining me. Bye!